Catherine, greatly appreciate your time today.
Thank you so much for having me.
So given what you've learned about her over the last months and years, however long you've been doing to get your research, were you surprised by her sudden resignation earlier this week?
I was. I'd be the first to say I was as shocked as anybody else on Monday morning. Knowing what I do about her relationship with the Prime Minister, she has been his right-hand woman from the very beginning of this government in 2015. Sources I spoke with up to the, across her life, but up to the PMO, described a relationship that was trusting, that went both ways. Right? He was her most loyal and trusting minister because she was able to deliver for him. So no, I left the book open-ended because the time between finishing the manuscript and printing the book and its release, there's a few months in between there, so I had to leave it open-ended. But I posited a few scenarios, and this one was not one of them. So no, I was surprised.
And through your research, what did you learn about Freeland's relationship with Justin Trudeau that may have surprised you?
I'm not sure if it surprised me entirely, because it did seem from the outside as well that she's had this incredible rise, and that is down to him. Justin Trudeau is the one who got her into politics. He personally convinced her to run when she had reservations about running as a mother of three, uprooting her family and moving them from Manhattan to Toronto. He convinced her. He said, he understood, and she really believed in his values. So I have a quote in there from a former EA of Freeland saying, "You dance with the one who brought you," and he brought her, so she'll dance with him. Mm-hmm. And then there was a series of crises that he kind of dropped her into, whether it be the NAFTA renegotiations under the Trump presidency the first time, or the COVID pandemic, or the war in Ukraine. She just kept proving that she was his woman. And there are cabinet ministers who did struggle to get FaceTime with the Prime Minister. Stéphane Dion, famously in his time as foreign minister, never met with the Prime Minister. They would sit down every week. So it was, I believe, as close a relationship as possible between a minister and a Prime Minister. And so, yeah, which makes it all the more shocking, I think, that it has come to this denouement.
Now, from what I understand, of course, significant research for the book, but you didn't get a chance to interview Freeland. But if you could, given what's happened this week now, when we talk about this book and what's been going on, what would you like to ask her now specifically?
I think it's the question that's on everybody's mind. What comes next? I can only speculate to that effect. I know that she has great drive and great ambition, and I wouldn't be surprised if her ultimate goal was to be Prime Minister of this country. But I also know that she doesn't flourish. She did flourish in opposition before the Liberals came into power in 2015. Our current ambassador to the UN, Bob Ray, told me that it's not where she gets her kicks. She likes to be in the center of things, making a difference. So would she want to run for a party that's headed for a certain bloodbath in the next federal election? I'm not sure, but I would love to ask her that.
What comes next? An important question for her, and no doubt a question many Canadians are trying to get from Justin Trudeau as well this week. Catherine Tsalikis, author of Chrystia, From Peace River to Parliament Hill. Catherine, thanks a lot. Appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.